Hello again. Welcome to the next game from this series of Learning Rising Sun. Tea House is our omen, +1 card, +1 action, 2 coins. That's quite nice. Costs 5. Craftsman takes on debt but gains a card costing up to 5. That's also quite nice. The Augurs exist. Asceticism, pay any amount of money to trash that many cards. I don't have any cards to trash. Gather, biding time. I probably will just open with a tea house here. I don't really see any strong reason not to get a tea house. Do I want to get an augur? Sybil's like pretty nice drawing. But maybe we're doing groom stuff. We're gaining lots of treasures. We're gaining a bunch of alleys. We're gaining a bunch of craftsmen, tea houses, city quarters, and we're doing like a vineyard deck. Mapmaker. Mapmaker could be nice with that. I guess we just skip buys. And go straight for the tea house, I suppose. Villain will be fine probably. Seems with Groom, like Groom is letting you gain horses with action cards, and you're probably just going to use Groom to gain alleys along the way. So I'm pretty happy to do that. I guess we just take more tea houses. I see no sort of strong reason not to take tea houses. There aren't, unless we undo here and do asceticism for 3. Sorry, we have to pay any amount of money to trash that many cards from hand. So my next turn is going to be 3 coppers, 2 estates. So if I pay 2 money, I could trash copper estate. I just want another tea house. And here I'll get myself a craftsman, which is my terminal. Again, we're going to try to gain all the tea houses, and then city quarter. I don't really think we're going to play with the acolytes much. But here I'll look to do some kind of trashing. Gain a card costing up to 5. We gain ourselves a tea house. And then if I pay 4, pay the debt, go ahead and trash 2. Seems like a reasonable turn. I can get another alley here, or I can go ahead and get myself a groom. I don't have any alleys yet. I can go ahead and get myself a groom. Mapmaker, groom. Groom and craftsman are kind of competing for terminal space here, so I think I'll get myself an alley. Do I just want to say, screw it, I'm gonna thin. Thinning is winning. I'd much rather thin more than 1 card, but I'm pretty happy to thin 1 card. And then biding time lets us not have to deal with those estates moving forward. So yeah, so now I want to get myself 1 more tea house. I think I can also already go for this for the city quarter. Probably not. Villain is also not great, I think, with this combination of cards. Yeah, I mean, I think we just gain ourselves a tea house and gain a groom, and then next turn we start to add city quarters to the deck. And groom can gain ourselves potion silver, which is fine. We can save the potion until we need the vineyards, but probably we spend our buys on vineyards for the rest of the game. They bought their own city quarter. Okay, we gain a card costing up to 5. I think we continue to gain tea houses. And this is interesting. How much coppers to spend to avoid debt? I think I spend none. I just save them all and buy the city quarter, and then I have them next turn if I really need them. I think that's the plan with that. So I just have a clean shuffle potentially. Play coppers now for debt payoff or save with biding time. Yeah, okay. So next turn I'm going to have a bunch of stuff. I guess I want to gain the 5. Because I want to gain the last tea house. And again, do I just get another? I think I just buy a Groom and set aside the 5 coppers. And have like a really awesome city quarter turn, and then eventually I can play a couple of the coppers if I need to. Yeah, fully, that would require me deck tracking. And yeah. Pretty happy. Gather can gain Alley, Groom, and so on. Oh, they gain an Augur. That's interesting. I did not think that would be a thing they would be gaining. Okay, I can gain and play here. That does give them plus buy. Okay, I see. So, I do want to gain myself a potion here. Potion silver, I guess. And then Groom. City quarters do I have? I have 1. I have 2. I have 2. So I do need to buy a city quarter here. I see the point. This is plus buy. And I can play it. I can gain it and play it. And buy something. I'm in so much debt. Maybe it doesn't matter this turn. Maybe I should just gain myself the... I should gain myself the 5 here. Gain myself a silver potion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... See, I don't need the potion yet, I guess. Maybe I just gain an Alley as a action card. I do need to buy a... Yeah, so Craftsman can gain myself a potion here. Which maybe I'll do next turn? Interesting. Okay, I have 3 terminals. I can gain an Herb Gatherer, play Craftsman, gain a potion. All right, we'll play all of these for money. I can play a potion and draw it, potentially, which is useful. If I want to buy, if I just want to buy like double city quarter, try to do some kind of Groom pile out next turn. So maybe I just gain a... Interesting. I can't just buy double city quarter here. I can also buy city quarter 5, 4, 3, which maybe would have been smarter. I've got... Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to go city quarter potion here. I'm going to gain a potion. Draw it. I will rotate. How I wanted to play the potion, and okay. So we just buy city quarter Vineyard here. Vineyard, city quarter. Set aside everything. So I feel like Vineyards are going to be worth a ton of points for me here. +1 victory point for 3 action cards. And it's somewhat difficult to gain them. You do need a plus buy, and I've nerfed the plus buy potentially. And at some point we can play all the coppers if we need to, but I guess the villain's going to be annoying. It hurts my... Does it? Well, did not notice that. Okay. At some point here we have to consider... at some point here we have to consider gain and plays of... So I have 3 terminals here and a 4th thing here. So I can gain thing. At some point I have to consider saving some tea houses in my starting hand with biding time. What did they buy on their turn? They bought 2 alleys. Oh no, they bought Craftsman, gaining a villain. They didn't buy anything. They had kind of a dud turn. Okay, so I guess we Groom. Oh, we can also save the horses. That's really useful. And we're going to buy another city quarter, I guess. So we can Groom again. Tea house, city quarter. I guess we go ahead and play all of our stuff. And Craftsman's going to gain a villain. I think the villain attack can still be useful if they're not setting stuff aside. I'm not sure how much stuff they're setting aside. Looks like mostly coppers, but it is another terminal action, so maybe I just gain an alley. Mapmaker is not useful here, so we'll gain an alley and an herb gatherer. Do we want to rotate to see Sybil? I don't think so. And then we play potion, we pay debt, we buy Vineyard and City Quarter, and we have a bunch of actions to start our hands. So next turn should be pretty sweet. Let's see what Catstealer is doing. They've kicked off here. The advantage I have with having two vineyards already is it's pretty tough for them to get enough victory points to knock me out of the game. But we'll have to see what that looks like. Potato Salad, you are unmuted currently. Yeah, because we can just discard a potion or something, and then we have all those horses that we're saving, and our goal is not to use those horses for the rest of the game. And we're just going to keep playing Grooms. Oh, they did get 2 potions. How did they get 2 buys? Oh, they just bought 2 potions. They bought 2 vineyards with their buys. Got it. Okay. Excellent. So that's my deck. Craftsman can gain that potion still. I can gain some allies with the grooms just to get more horses and stuff. City Quarter. And allies are just points, and the horses are points, and they'll be set aside. So I'm just going to have like a huge turn. The question is, if I get double Vineyard here, can they pile out on me? So maybe I cannot buy double Vineyard. I want to buy single Vineyard Province as my buys. And I don't think they can get to three buys unless I'm completely missing something. So we just gain actions. And Groom gains an alley. My tea houses for the money. I want to get to 12 money. I guess I have to play 2 coppers here to do that. What was I gaining? Craftsman can also gain stuff. I think I'm just gaining more alleys. And then I'm buying province. I'm buying province. Don't rotate. Buying province vineyard. Interesting. And I have all these actions set aside, so I'm basically guaranteed to have a huge turn. I don't think they can 3-pile on grooms and alleys. I don't think they have enough actions. I think it's a treasure card, gain a silver. It's a victory card. There's no actions to gain. I think I'm in a good position here. Hopefully I've not missed something. I was first player here, so perhaps it is first player advantage that I've got. Can they cycle the pile around? I don't think they can. Yeah, just discard anything. And this biding time, just setting aside essentially all of my coppers every turn, except unless I absolutely need to play a couple, like I did last turn to hit a price point, seems really nice. Yeah, so I have to spend one of you, but now it should just be, and I have to actually end the game somehow. Okay, we'll gain some allies then. Slightly over dramatic, but needed that to happen. Yeah, I felt good about that one. First player, obviously, but got the engine up and running, got the vineyard stuff going quickly. Felt like I had a good grasp on some of the cards other than Herb Gatherer, which is not even from the new expansion. So, got a win. And it sounds like that's the end of the match. So, thanks for listening to this round. and there'll be hopefully some more matches in the future.